Value education, be valued live sporty. Welcome to Reference Frame, a lighthouse of mathematics.
Hello boys, welcome to today's tutorial. So what is up? Hope you are doing well by the grace of Almighty Allah. So based on the consequences of last few tutorials on partial fraction, that means the conversion or splitting any fraction into partial fraction, today we're going to discuss about the procedure how to convert the improper fraction into partial fraction. In our last 7 tutorials we just learned how to convert the proper fraction or proper algebraic fraction into partial fraction, but this time in this tutorial and in our next tutorial we're going to discuss inshallah about how to convert the improper fraction into partial fraction. So if you do not know what is improper fraction, so please watch the first 2 tutorials on partial fraction, because in that 2 tutorials the types of fractions and their coefficients, leading coefficients, identity, everything were discussed there. So please first ensure that it was the first 2 tutorials and then please look into here. Okay, so the thing that we're going to discuss today, as you can see in the screen here, I'm showing you right now. So look, that you can see here. So today's tutorial that we're gonna discuss, first of all, the fraction must have to be improper. Here in the numerator with single term, it could be more than single term, could be 2 terms, 3 terms, whatever it is. That is not the vital fact here. The vital fact is the function must be improper. That means the first point and the second one is equal index on both numerator and denominator. Here the index could be equal or could not be equal. Okay, that doesn't matter, you just need to focus on the example. So before starting this one, you should have a clear idea about long division. Long division means that the way we divide one algebraic expression with another, and we'll learn the procedure in class 6, I guess. We'll learn the procedure in class 6. Okay, so let us move into long division. So look here we are showing some long division problem. So if you look at the first problem, so just see. So look here, we're going to divide 7 by 3. Here 7 is the numerator and 3 is the denominator. So this is just a numeric fraction, where look, if we're gonna divide this by long division process, this is the long division process that we learned for the algebra for the numerical term in class 3 or 4 or 2, and for the algebraic one in this grade. Okay, forget about that part. Now look, we are dividing, so 3, and here this is 7. So that will be 2 times in 7. So 2 3s are, it makes 6. That means our quotient is 2. Okay, so look, 2 3s are 6 where the remainder is 1. So we can write it 2 whole 1 by 3, which is a mixed fraction. 2 whole 1 by 3, which is a mixed fraction. This can be, when you're going to convert it into common fraction again, so 2 3s are 6 plus the numerator, 6 plus 1, 7 divided by 3 as it is. So we can write it by splitting in this way, that means the whole part plus the fractional part. So this is for the numerical part that we learned in the primary stage of your education. Now for this portion we're gonna do for the algebraic one that we learned in class 6. So look here, we're gonna do the long division. So before doing this part, look here, x minus 1 into x minus 5, which is the numerator as there is the divide sign, and this part. So by expanding this part, we're gonna have x square minus 6x plus 5 divided by x square minus 6x plus 8. So look, by expanding or by multiplying the polynomials every time will be a bit time killing. So we are not going through that procedure. We need to go through a shortcut. So our first aim for converting improper fraction into proper fraction, into partial fraction, we must have to convert the improper fraction into proper fraction first, and then we continue the previous procedure of proper fraction that we learned up to last 7 tutorials. Okay, so look, if we're gonna divide them, what are you gonna have? So look, as you can see here, look what is here, x square minus 6x plus 8. So here we can see x square minus 6x plus 5, which is divided by this one. So look, what is the index of x? 2. What is the index of x? 2. So this is multiplied by 1. So if we multiply by 1, that will be the similar index. Okay, now when you're gonna subtract them, the sign will be changed. So look here, the sign is being changed. So look, this portion, this x square, I'm gonna write them with the red on. This x square and this x square, they omit each other since they are with opposite sign. Similarly, minus 6x and here plus 6x, they also omit each other. So ultimately we have a remainder, this portion, minus 3. So we can write it in this form like the previous, like the first problem. So look, this is the mixed fraction, right? So since there is a sign is plus, we put it plus. So since here in the numerator the sign is minus, we just put it 1 minus and the fractional part. Okay, now look, we know the value of this portion, the denominator portion here, which is actually x minus 2 into x minus 4. So we can write it in this form. Now look, here apart from 1, we have a situation here like this. So look, this is actually a proper fraction. Now all we need to do, we need to convert this part. Look, we need to convert this marked part into partial fraction like the proper fraction that we learned in the previous tutorial. Forget about this part. Forget about this part. Just think about the marked part. Just think about this marked part. So you know how to convert this marked part into partial fraction. So convert this marked part into, okay, I'm gonna color it with neon color so you can easily understand. So look, this marked part, all I need to do, we need to convert this marked part into partial fraction and then just put down their values. Okay, but every time it's not necessary that the index of the numerator and the index of the denominator will be same all the time. There's no surety for that. So if that case happen, if there is the difference, that means if the index of the numerator is bigger than the index of the denominator, what will happen then? Okay, moving to the right side, go for the third problem. Look, there is another extra x. The same problem, just another extra x is multiplied, which is written with the neon color. So multiplying this one, what are you going to have? X cubed minus 6x squared plus 5, and the rest part is as it is. So look, this time if we're going to multiply what is here in the divisor, what is here, we're going to have just x squared, right? As you can see here, this is just x squared. Okay, but here in the dividend we have x cubed. So from x squared, if you want to get x cubed, we must have to multiply this x squared with x. That is a look here, there is x. X into x squared makes x cubed. X into minus 6x makes minus 6 squared, and the remaining part x into 8x. Oh, sorry, it's my mistake. I forgot to write down x here. There would be a x. Sorry, there would be an x. There would be an x. There would be an x. Sorry, I beg for my mistake. Okay, now look, we have a situation like this. Okay, so this is our actual remainder. So actually what are you gonna have? We're gonna have, by writing like the previous way, thrice x. Okay, so look here, it's gonna be actually this. So as you can see here, this is now what? This is this portion. Again, this portion I'm marked it with the neon color again. This is the proper fraction, right? As you can see, this is the proper fraction. So all you need to do, you just need to convert this part into, or you just need to express this one into partial fraction. So all you need to do, you just need to keep it in mind that whenever you have a situation like this, so first of all you need to write them in the common fraction, and then we'll convert. Just look here, the mark, the proper fraction into partial fraction, and then put down their value. So you know how to convert. Even though you know, I will show you in the following lectures, inshallah, or in the following tutorials. Today I'm just discussing about the basic. Okay, forget about this part. Now we're moving into another problem. Look, suppose if this is x square, instead of being x, if this is x square, what will happen then? Okay, we are having a big problem as there is the insufficient electricity. Okay, here it is. So x square, like, right? So this time this is gonna be x to the power 4 minus x cube, and this is gonna be x square. X square. So look, what you need to do, we just put down this one into here. As you can see here, now we have a situation. Look here now very carefully. Here the index is 4, so if we multiply x square with x, we have x cube. So this time we need to multiply this one with x square as well. Okay, let us move for doing that. So look, x square, if we multiply this one with x square, then we have a situation like this. And finally in the denominator, so we needed to think about this part. Look here, what you get here, this time here we have x square. So this will be our focus part, because we need to deal with this part only. So we can directly write down, I will show you in the following problem. Oh, no way. So this can be written like this. So forget about that portion. So when you have any situation like this, so we just directly do this part. So we know that every time the quotient is, when the difference is 2 between the index of the numerator and denominator, then there will be x square. If the difference is 1, then just x, as I show you earlier. But look here, again I am going for just x, but this time twice x. So if there is twice x, there must be a twice x here, right? Because in that case, here we're gonna have twice x cube minus 12 x to the power 4 x square, 12x square, and there we have 10x. Okay, so if I put down it, so look, we have a situation like this. So here we have 2x cube, but here only x square, so we need to multiply with twice x. If there is 3, we need to multiply with thrice x. If there is 4, we need to multiply with 4x. So this is as simple as that. So all you need to do, you need to just understand what should be our quotient. What should be our quotient? You just need to, for converting the improper fraction into proper fraction, the main focal part is to find out the quotient. If you can find out the quotient, the remaining part will be very simple for you. So I am just focusing on how to find out the quotient. I am going to show you the remaining part in the next tutorial, inshallah. Okay, so if we're going to multiply this one, okay, Here we have a complex ZD. Now look what you're gonna have. Here we have 16x. So finally we're gonna have so look here our situation is basically this. So twice x, here we have only 6. So I'm repeating again here, our focal part is just to find out the quotient. If you find out the quotient, then you can solve the remaining part by yourself. Even though you can solve it the remaining part by yourself, I'm going to show you the procedure inshallah. But first of all, just focus on, okay, you cannot show it. Oh, okay. So look here, as you can see here. Look here, there is your problem. Okay. So if you know how to find out the quotient, then you can solve the problem by yourself inshallah. So wait for the next tutorial how to solve the problem. Till then, stay safe, stay home, and please keep me in your praying. Thank you very much for being with me. Allah Hafiz.
Share your idea to build a happy Bangladesh.